Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Steve with Momentum Marketing Tips, and today we're going to talk about the top 3 online marketing tips for your small business. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 ways that you can easily optimize and 3 things that you can implement ASAP to really get the ball rolling on your small business when it comes to applying online marketing. Okay, so let's go through these 3 tips really quickly. We'll go ahead and head over to number 1. All right. So, tip number 1, the right person. And you'll see it says here demographic and targeting. The right person means if I'm selling a product or service, what is the demographic that I'm selling to? So if I have a toy shop, right, my demographic may be from age, 5 to 13 in terms of that's who I'm targeting. Or if you want to get, a little bit more granular with it, the demographic may be 25 to 45 if you're targeting parents, okay, that want to get toys for, actually, it would be parents who want to get toys for their children. So you got to identify the demographic, the type of people that you want to sell to that are going to be looking for what you have. You don't want to be convincing someone to purchase or use your service when they don't necessarily want or need it. You want to appeal to the people who are already looking for what you provide. Okay, targeting is just another way of, a good example of that is if you got, let's say, for women, a different product for women, maybe makeup that's, maybe the age is 25 to 55. Women in the U.S., if it's a product that's only served to women and in the English language. Okay, so that's a good example of targeting. So I'm only going to target women in that age group in that particular country. And you can you can target even with interest. You can go down to a really granular level with it. But the main point I want you to get here is to identify the right person for your product and your service. It's very important that you do this before you start implementing sales funnels or any other type of digital or online marketing. Okay. Tip number 2, the right message. Okay. What does the right message mean? So the proper copy or unique sales proposition. And I have a separate video on what exactly a unique sales proposition is. And it goes into detail with how to write that and gives you examples of how you can set your unique sales proposition up literally in one day. So I'll put a link to that in the description of this video. But what this means is the proper copy. If you've heard of the term copywriting, it just means the proper way of structuring your message. So a good example of that would be, let's say soap, right? We'll use soap as an example. So they have the slogan "Zest Fully Clean," Zest soap. They say you're not fully clean until you zest fully clean, right? So that's their copy. That's their hook. That's what brings people in for people who are in the market to buy soap, right? That's what gives them the pushes that buyer's decision in favor of Zest. Okay, so you got to make sure that you have the right messaging for the type of product that you have. Make sure you have good copy, something that's easy to remember that reads well, and don't get too caught up in the details of the product in terms of ingredients and if you got a tech product in terms of specifications, but really speak to what people want. Okay, find their pain and find the solution. Okay, so always remember, find the challenge that a person is facing right now, and then capitalize on by providing them a solution. So you want to do that by providing the right message. And finally, tip number 3, the right timing. Okay, what does the right timing mean? When does the customer need this? When are they available to buy? Okay, so in other words, some particular businesses may be more profitable in certain times of the year. You have some businesses that are more profitable around certain holidays. You have some businesses that are more profitable on the weekend. Okay, so do the research to see, do I get, let's say, 50% of my sales on the weekend? If maybe you have a retail product, maybe you see that 60% of your sales come on the weekend. Well, start tailoring what you're doing to weekend campaigns. Start saving your marketing budget towards being heavier on the weekend time. Okay, so really understand the timing and when your customers will be in the market for that. When are they available to buy? Right, if you're going to be pushing something, don't necessarily, let's say let's say you're on social media, don't set up a post for a time of day that is very low traffic. Okay, so people aren't. Let's use an example. Let's say you are selling. Let's say you're selling furniture. Well, we don't want to create a bunch of posts that originate on, let's say, Tuesday at 2 p.m. necessarily, unless we have some data to back up that there are people actively searching for furniture at that time of day. Maybe we want to do something like Monday evening, or maybe we want to do something like more than likely Saturday morning. We want to really be aggressive with marketing online during that period of time because that's when the majority of people are going to be looking for what you have to offer, and you just want to step in front of that traffic. Okay. So again, guys, these are the three most important online marketing tips that you can use as a set of ground rules to follow when you begin to set up your sales funnel, when you begin to put together your digital marketing campaign. But really keep these things in mind and establish them as the basis of what you want to do with your online marketing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like. Again, I will put a link to the video on unique sales proposition in the description. Again, this is Steve with Momentum Marketing Tips, and we will see you guys on the next episode. Guys, take care.